Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taisha. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today I'm testing out a bunch of new e.l.f. products, super affordable at the drugstore. So I have the Acne Fighting Putty Primer, the Putty Bronzers. I'm also going to be swatching them for you guys. The mascara, just a bunch of new products. So if you guys want to know my review, if it's worth your money, what's good, what's not, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to begin by moisturizing my skin. I do have two new moisturizers to test out. So I'm just going to do one on this side and then the other one on this side. So the first one right here is called the Holy Hydration Face Cream. Both of them are part of that collection, the Holy Hydration, but this one is just like the original that we all love, but now it has SPF 30, which is amazing, especially now for the summertime, even though you should be using sunscreen all the time, but you know, especially now, you know, you have no excuses. So this one right here, it says it's a lightweight ingredient driving moisturizer that nourishes and plumps skin while delivering lasting hydration and SPF 30 protection. It says it's great for all skin type and it has a fresh, clean scent, lightweight and not greasy, instantly absorbs into the skin. And then right here, I have the Holy Hydration Gel Moisturizer. It retails for $12. And this one says it's a lightweight gel moisturizer formulated with skin-loving ingredients to promote a plumped up complexion that stays hydrated all day long. It's great for all skin types. It has a fresh, clean scent, wears smoothly under makeup, and it has a lightweight gel-based formula. I started by using this one on this side of my skin. I do like how it has SPF 30. That's really good. And to me, it smells just like the original. It doesn't really have like a sunscreen scent to it, so I'm just gonna use this here. I like using the face cream from e.l.f. during the winter time. I feel like it works really good and it doesn't make me greasy. So it definitely feels a little bit like a heavier moisturizer. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel oily, which is always a good sign. And then on this side, I'm gonna use the Hydrogel Moisturizer. This does come with the pump. I feel like this one's gonna be better underneath makeup, but let's see. So this is how this one looks like. You can see like a gel-like moisturizer. They both feel really moisturizing and good on the skin, especially because it is a little bit colder, so it feels really good. I did leave my fan on, so hopefully you guys will not mind the noise, because I feel like if I don't have a fan, I'm gonna like die. This is what both moisturizers look like on my skin. I really like the gel-like moisturizer. I feel like it moisturizes my skin, but it doesn't feel as heavy as this one since it is a face cream. So if you guys have oily skin, I will highly recommend you try this one out. And then, but you can also use this if you have oily skin. It doesn't feel oily, but this one I feel like it's gonna look really good underneath makeup, but we'll see. So yeah, really like how we can get some affordable moisturizers at the drugstore. I feel like e.l.f. skincare is really, really good and you're not spending a lot of money. So I'm gonna move on to apply my foundation. I'm just gonna use the one I've been using recently. Oh wait, before I forget, I do have a new primer. So this is the new e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. I'm super excited for this. You guys know I have struggled with acne, pimples, dark marks, everything for a really long time. I feel like since middle school I've been struggling with that. So right now I am breaking out just a little bit. I am in my period. A little TMI, but yeah, this is $9 and it has 1.8% salicylic acid, and it says it's a makeup primer formulated with acne fighting ingredients to fight future breakouts while smoothing skin for a flawless and even complexion. So I'm super excited to test this out. They did say they noticed like a change over a 30-day period, so I cannot tell you, you know, if it actually works with acne, but I can tell you if it's a good product. This is what the primer looks like. So you can see it's super easy to blend out and it does not leave like a green cast or anything like that. Super easy to blend out and it does feel really, really smoothing. It reminds me a lot of the original Poreless Putty Primer, and I will go ahead and swatch this one as well. This one is the original one. I feel like this one blended out a lot quicker than this one, but they both feel pretty similar into the skin. And then I also have my favorite one out of all of them, which is the Matte Putty Primer, which looks like this. And this one's amazing if you have oily texture. oily texture, oily skin. And this one, you will notice it's a lot harder to blend in. It's not like hard to blend in, but you know, you do need to take your time blending it in to the skin, and it does leave you a nice matte, yet all of them do blur your pores. So yeah, just wanted to do some comparisons in case you guys wanted to see that. I'm just gonna apply, I guess, around that much, or let me apply just a little bit more, around that much. And I'm just gonna smooth my pores right here on my cheek area and over my nose. And I like the whole idea of adding a primer, and it's gonna help you out with acne. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more on my chin and focus it mostly on my cheeks, especially around right here. That's usually always where I break out. It's my cheeks and my chin. And move on and apply my foundation now. I'm just gonna use the one I've been using for this whole summer. Honestly, I've been using the Soft Matte Complexion Foundation in the shade Stromboli, which is medium 3. I can also use Barcelona, but I don't have that one. I got a little sample last time, and I do not want to buy another, you know, spend $40 on another foundation. And then I do like to blend it in with my beauty sponge. I'm just using my Shop Miss A beauty sponge. And I do feel like when you add moisturizer, like a step 1 on your makeup routine, it really does help with how your makeup looks, and it also lasts longer. I feel like skincare is really important before makeup. You don't have to apply too much if you have oily skin, but you know, a good lightweight moisturizer like this and then primer, it's gonna make your makeup look really good. I'm just gonna wait for that to get a little bit drier, and while I do that, I do want to talk to you guys about the Putty bronzer. So you may be familiar with the Putty blush. It comes in the same packaging, so the exact same packaging and the exact same formula in my opinion. So the blush, it's a really nice creamy blush. And you know what, before I wasn't really like a big fan of cream blushes because they used to be super greasy. I don't know if you guys remember, but cream blushes just were not for oily skin at all, or maybe in my head it just wasn't for me. But now the new formulas, especially this one right here, has a really nice creamy formula, but also when you blend it in, it turns into like a nice soft matte finish. All right, so the Putty bronzers retail for $6, which I think is a really good price. And I like the packaging too because it's not too big, so it doesn't like, you know, it doesn't look too messy. So it has argan oil, vitamin E, it's highly pigmented, it smooths and evens out your complexion, lightweight, non-greasy wear, which is one of my favorite things about the whole Putty collection. So I do have 5 colors to show you guys, and it does come in multiple shades. I really like the shade range, especially because it has deeper, darker tones, which girl, you know, it was about time the drugstore did that. So I really appreciate that e.l.f. did that. So I have the color Beach Please as the darkest. So I'm gonna start swatching that one for you. And let me read to you guys the description of this. This is the darkest shade and it's a neutral color. So I'm gonna swatch everything with my spatula. I'm just gonna grab about that much. And I'm just gonna swatch it right here. So this is the color Beach Please. And you guys can see it's really easy to blend out and super creamy. So do not be scared of applying too much. It's very forgiving, you know, product. So the next shade I am gonna be swatching is called Bronze Belle, which is a warm shade. So this one right here, I will describe it. If you're my skin tone and you want like a really defined contour, this is gonna be the shade for you. And the name, by the way, it's right here. It's very small because I always look for it. It's not here, okay? It's aquí, like here on the side. And this is what Bronze Belle looks like. And then I'm gonna blend it out, okay? All right, the next shade I'm gonna be swatching is called Golden Days. This one is described again as a warmer undertone. This to me has a really nice golden, like summer color. It's a really pretty shade. As you can see, they're very like buildable, beautiful bronzers. I really like how forgiving they are, especially if you're barely starting to get into cream bronzer. This is something you cannot really mess it up. You know, it's those type of products. The next shade I'm gonna be swatching is called Honey Drip, and this one is explained as a neutral undertone. This is what Honey Drip looks like, and you can see it is a really nice neutral shade as well. I like how nothing is like orange, you know, And then the last one I have, it's called Tan Lines, which is described as a neutral shade. This I would say is perfect if you have lighter skin tone. And that is what it looks like right there. This one right here is Tan Lines. This one is called Honey Drip. This one is called Golden Days. This one right here, it's called Bronze Belle. And then the last one, which is the darkest shade, it's called Beach Please. So beautiful shades, beautiful undertones. And let me show you guys how easy it is to blend them out. So you guys see how it turns into a really nice powdery finish. Super good, super easy to blend out. And it has a really nice soft matte finish. Right, so I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. This is really good to apply it. You can also use the same Putty Primer Applicator. You can also use the e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush and also the Rare Beauty brush if you want to be a little bit fancier. So I'm going to use the shade Bronze Belle. So I like to just go like this, and then I go like that in the back of my hand. And this one, it's perfect if you like that like more contour look. So I like to use this one right here on my jawline to give me the illusion that I have cheekbones. And then I like to blend it, kind of like bouncing my brush around into my jawline so it doesn't remove any product. And then I'm gonna swatch the shade Golden Days, which for me it's like my perfect shade to contour like everyday bronze type of look. I like to apply it going in like this so it doesn't remove my foundation. So you guys see how it's such like a pretty color. And then let me apply a little bit here. You can also just go in like this, and it just like kind of wakes you up and gives you like a bronzy complexion. So this is like a good bronzer in a cream, if that makes sense. Like it's not for contouring. And then another shade that I really like is this one right here in Honey Drip, which is a good neutral undertone. I really like this e.l.f. complexion brush. I feel like you can use it in many different ways. So if there's one brush I would recommend and you want to buy it with this, I would say get this one. The complexion brush is really, really good. And you can just go in like this and then apply it. And this one just gives you a nice neutral olivey color, right? So right here we have the shade Golden Days. Really pretty warm color. And then here I have the shade Honey Drip, which is a good neutral olivey shade. Let me know which one you guys like better. If I had to choose two, I will go in with Golden Days and Honey Drip for my foundation twins. All right, so let me blend out my concealer before it just stays there. I'm just gonna blend it out going upwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some powder to set everything. So I'm just gonna be using, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier honey powder. This one is worth the money, you guys. It's one of my favorite powders ever, and the color, the undertone is beautiful. So I like to grab about that much, and then I like to kind of go in, tap it like that. And again, I always like to press and then bounce my sponge around. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just gonna be using my favorite, the LA Girl Pro Face in the shade Nude Beige. And I am gonna go in top of my contour, especially since I do like to go over it with some cream contour. I don't want it to move around. I mean, not with some cream contour, with some powder contour. I don't want it to move around, so I do like to set my face. I do also like to apply bronzer into my eyes. I feel like it's a super easy way to look awake without adding too much shadow and doing too much. So I'm gonna be using the shade Honey Drip once again. It's like a really good honey shade. So I don't know why I'm like going like that. I'm just used to it. So let me zoom myself in a little bit closer. I'm just gonna use that shade, and I'm using my complexion brush, and I'm just applying this into my eyes going upwards. You guys see how easy it gives me like an eyeshadow look without trying too much. You can also use that shade to contour your nose. Everything is going very nice on top of the products. I do have a little bit more texture than usual, so it may not look the best, and then the lighting's not the best because it's cloudy. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but all right. And then for blush, I'm just gonna be going in with my Murillo Twins X Beauty Creations blush palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade called Lit, which is this really pretty baby pink shade. I'm just gonna apply just a little bit. I feel like this looks really good with my no makeup, well, I was gonna say no makeup days, but you know what I mean, my natural days. I feel like it brightens up my complexion. All right, so I zoomed the camera in since I do have a new mascara to test out. So this is called the Big Mood Mascara. It retails for $7 and it comes with 2 shades, black and then black is black. I had no idea, so I just bought the shade black. And this is the volumizing and lifting mascara with that uniquely shaped head to give you big, bold lashes that command attention. It plumps, lifts your lashes all day, smooth, creamy formula. It says it has an effortless application in 1 stroke, and the shape of the brush is an hourglass figure. So this is the packaging. It has a purple color. You guys know me and purple just do not get along. And this is what the brush looks like. It reminds me a lot of the Better Than Sex. That's kind of what the brush reminds me of. Let me show you guys the difference of the brushes. So you guys see this one's a lot more bigger and this one's a little bit more smaller. So this for me gives you length and this gives you volume. Curl my lashes on this side, and then on this side I'm not going to, so you guys can see the difference. So I'm using my Wet n Wild lash curler. I always hate doing this because I feel like my lashes are gonna come off. I've seen people that happens to them and I'm scared that's gonna be me. There is a lot too on the one, so I like to remove just a little bit. It doesn't have a horrible scent, but it does smell like mascara. So I guess I'll do this eye first, or no, let's do this eye first. So I like to kind of wiggle the brush, and it's definitely big. It's too big for my eye. Alright, so that is what it looks like with 1 layer on. It's definitely a bigger brush. I wish it was a little bit smaller, but I feel like it did lift a lot. Kind of looks like this lashes when I curl them. That's how this one looks. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye. Alright, so definitely looks better when I curl them, but I'm still surprised that I was able to lift them up. So that is what my lashes look like. I'm just gonna apply another layer. I like to kind of wiggle my lashes like this and then push them up. Oh wow, that's actually really good. So that's what it looks like with another layer. It's getting a little bit clumpy on this eye. I wish I had that thing where you can remove the clumps, but since I don't wear my lashes natural, I don't have any of that. So let me know what you guys think of this mascara. It definitely lifts them and it gives the volume, but it doesn't give me the length, which is why I think if I had to choose between these two, I will go in with this one. This is definitely a mascara, this one right here, that works better the longer you have it, at least for me. So yeah, I just do not like how it doesn't give me it gives me volume but it doesn't give me length. So that's like the only thing I don't like. And then I am gonna apply some in my lower lash line because I'm that girl that likes a lot of lower lash mascara. I notice it feels a little bit wetter on this side of the mascara and this one feels a little bit drier. I kind of look surprised. That's how I feel like my eyes look, like I look really wide awake. Alright, so I have my lip combo on. I went in with Jaclyn Hill in the shade Toasty. I also did NYX in the shade London, which is one of my favorite ones at the moment, and then KKW in the shade Earthy Suit, just in the center. So that is my lip combo for today. But I think I'm gonna curl my lashes one more time to see what happens. It doesn't feel very like hard, but you can feel, you know, that you have mascara on, but it doesn't feel super like crispy. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes very lightly. So I told you guys I'm scared. Oh wow, it does, you see, makes me look more awake. And then this one too. I feel like it does look better when you curl your lashes, but I feel like it did a lot you know, for my natural looking lashes. Okay, so I zoomed the camera out so you guys can see the makeup a little bit, you know, far, and then closer you can get different view. So overall, I really liked all the products I tested out for today's video. So I really enjoyed the Putty bronzers. This is something that if you add to your makeup collection, you're gonna be using a lot. Super easy to blend in. It has a really nice soft matte finish. It's not extremely pigmented where, you know, you put it somewhere you're like, what do I do now? No, you don't have to worry about that. You can easily just blend it out. So highly recommend you guys pick them up and test them out. They're affordable, and I like how they're small, so you can actually go through them. I also really enjoyed both moisturizers. I like how this one has SPF 30, but I feel like this one is my favorite since it has a gel like finish, and right now, summertime, this is something I'm gonna be using, you know, a lot. But if I'm not wearing makeup and I just want to moisturize my skin, this is what I'm going to be using for that. And I also enjoyed the Acne Fighting Putty Primer. It's just like the original formula, but now it has, you know, the benefits and it helps you out with your acne. So I don't know if it actually works and does something, but I do like how it does have that ingredient, so it may help the more you use it. So this is something I need to keep trying and see if it actually works, but I did enjoy how it does make your complexion go on smooth and it looks really pretty, makes your makeup look good. And then the last thing is the Big Mood Mascara. It's not my favorite, honestly. It didn't do the worst job ever, but me personally, I just like a smaller brush. I have smaller eyes, so this is just way too big for me, especially for my lower lash line. It's just too big. It's too big. So yeah guys, that is it. That is all I have for today's video. Let me know in the comments below your opinion, if you guys are gonna be buying anything, if you guys have tested any of this product and how it worked out for you. I will have everything listed below, and yeah, I'm gonna go. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.